Right now on weekend mornings, officials are working to prepare for significant flooding coming to communities on the Mississippi River. We'll have the details. Also, hearings are set for the 21-year-old Air National Guardsman accused of leaking classified documents. What to expect come Monday.
And cold, blustery, and wet to start off your Saturday. I'll time out those showers as well as when we might see more end of April-like temperatures.
Good morning and thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings. I'm Kyle Zorsi, joined by Greg Barnhart. We're going to start by looking outside. Greg, did you order the snow?
Yep. No. I wish I could have that power, but no, I did not. But unfortunately, yeah, we have snow. It's not going to stick to much, maybe a little bit in accumulation in grassy areas, but we had one batch come through, and we got another one towards La Crosse that's pushing southeast once again, all wrapping around this low up to the north. So you see the temperatures right now hovering in the low 30s for most of the area, but you see that one batch east of Madison, and there's one to La Crosse that's heading south. So that's going to continue, and Future Track shows that. We'll probably see more expansion of the snow as we get closer to noon, then more rain showers in the afternoon, but still, there's your wind. So far, 5 to 10 miles per hour, but out to the west, you start seeing 15 to 20, like at Rochester. We're going to see more of those winds increase today, so you'll notice the winds also along with the precipitation. More precipitation this morning for La Crosse, but only getting up to the 40s, maybe a peak of the sun, but notice those winds too, 15 to 20, so definitely will be cold out there for the end of April. And for Madison, on and off showers all the way probably through this evening with northwest winds once again 10 to 15 miles per hour. What's ahead, we'll kind of go over those showers. We'll explain when we might get out of this pattern, and then also give you an update on all the river gauges along the Mississippi, which is currently then in flooding.
Thank you so much, Greg. We'll check back in much later in the show. Officials in Prairie du Chien are preparing for significant flooding as the Mississippi River continues to rise. Projections from the National Weather Service show the river may crest between April 28th and May 1st. Right now, predictions show river levels reaching 25.2 feet, which is just short of the record of 25.38 feet. The city says high school students will be volunteering Monday to help any residents with sandbagging. This video from Northwest Wisconsin shows ice shoves. I've never heard of that before. Along the shore of Lake Superior in Ashland, the shoves occurred during the early spring months as temperatures rise and high winds break up a lake's icy surface, resulting in these large chunks of ice and snow that you're seeing. Certainly a sight to see. Well, today is Earth Day, and ahead of the annual event, a local high school was recognized Friday for its sustainability efforts. Rather, it was an elementary school, Forest Ridge Elementary in Oregon. The school district, it was named a Green Ribbon School by the Department of Education for how it was able to shrink its carbon footprint. The school is equipped with more than 1,700 solar panels, geothermal wells, smart windows, and green roof ledges. Certain clubs have been created at the school so students can learn more about conservation with hands-on activities.
We have a compost club. Those kids are working in the cafeteria to train little ones about composting. We have another club building our garden beds and planting for the spring so that all of our classes can be part of making some produce and eventually eating that produce.
Forest Edge is among 26 schools, 11 districts, and 4 post-secondary institutions that were honored. The 21-year-old Massachusetts Air National Guardsman accused of leaking classified Pentagon documents will appear in court next week for a detention hearing. Authorities say Jack Teixeira posted those documents to Discord, which is a social media website. A judge will decide if he should remain jailed while his case plays out in court. He faces 2 criminal charges related to obtaining and transmitting national defense and classified documents. Teixeira was told in court he faces up to 15 years in jail if convicted. Book bans in public schools are on the rise, and one report says nearly a third of them are a direct result of new restrictive state laws. PEN America, a literary and free expression advocacy organization, writes that 874 different titles were banned by state legislators in the second half of last year. The most targeted books address ideas of self-discovery, racism, and gender identity. The report also acknowledges that the closing of entire school libraries indicates that the true scale of book censorship could be even worse than it appears. President Joe Biden has reportedly signed off on a plan to formalize another presidential bid. Sources tell CNN that a video announcement about a 2024 run could come as early as Tuesday. The 80-year-old commander-in-chief has repeatedly said he intends to run, but advisors haven't been pushing for major campaigning yet because he faces no significant opposition to the party's nomination. Back here in Madison, the sounds of the Badger Varsity Band is filling up the Cole Center for the band's annual spring concert. Highlights from this year's show include an arrangement of the music of Bruno Mars, as well as songs from the musical Back to the 80s.
We're really high energy, we love to have fun, and we love to have you have fun with us. So if you come to the concert, be prepared to participate and join in and have a lot of laughs and lots of smiles.
Tickets are still on sale for tonight's concert. It starts at 7:30 and costs $25. Just visit badgerband.com for more information. Come fall, Badger football games will likely end a little earlier than normal. That's because the NCAA has changed a rule to keep the game clock running following any first downs outside the final 2 minutes of each half. Previously, the game clock stopped after every first down to allow the sideline crews to move the chains. It's similar to the NFL's rule, which keeps the clock running after a first down. The change was approved by the Playing Rules Oversight Panel, which says there will likely be fewer plays each game because of a running clock. A video going viral on social media shows a teenage wrestler in Illinois sucker punching his opponent moments after defeat. He's now been cited for assault. This video shows 14-year-old Cooper Corder extending his hand to his opponent after winning their freestyle match, 14-2. As he extends his hand, pretending to get ready to shake, his opponent punches him in the face. Instead, Corder is a highly decorated youth wrestler, having won matches since he was 4. He and his mother say they don't want the video to take away from his accomplishments and the dedication he has for wrestling.
I would love to wrestle at a Division I level and accomplish all the things I want to in life, like Olympic gold medals and all of that. But I never want to be seen for being at a high level just because I got the exposure of being punched. I want to be seen for all the work that I do, all the achievements I've had, and everything I do to put it in the sport.
Corder's parents decided to press charges. Oak Park police issued that citation for assault on Thursday night. UW-Madison welcomed a few four-legged guests to campus on Friday afternoon. These Ojibwe ponies are being taken care of by the Humble Horse, an indigenous-led and funded nonprofit solely focused on this breed. Its mission is to preserve and reconnect these animal relatives with their indigenous communities. Guests Friday could see an Ojibwe pony up close while learning more about the restoration of the indigenous breed. About 50 years ago, its population fell drastically.
It's just so very special that from the brink of near extinction down to 4 mares in the 1970s, we now have about 150 and a little less than 20 in the United States.
The Humble Horse says it wouldn't be able to educate people about the Ojibwe pony without support from the community, both from indigenous and non-indigenous people. UW-La Crosse will be offering reduced tuition to students who transfer from UW-Platteville-Richland. The move comes after the UW system announced it would end in-person classes at the satellite campus there, affecting the academic future of roughly 60 students. Undergraduate students who enroll at UW-La Crosse with fewer than 60 college credits are eligible for a discounted rate that the university says will save them more than $1,500 each semester. To learn more about eligibility and costs, you can visit uwlax.edu. Staff with the Wisconsin Historical Society are working on preserving artifacts in its collection as it awaits the completion of its new home. This photo provided by the Society shows a 1925 Nash Ambassador automobile in a storage container. Work will soon start on a new 5-story building, which will be constructed on the site of the Historical Museum. The new center is expected to open sometime in 2026. Arcadia High School students and first responders teamed up yesterday to showcase the consequences of impaired driving. On Friday morning, they simulated a prom night drunk driving accident. It went like this. Students watched how an accident scene unfolds, witnessed how first responders question and arrest the drunk driver, and extract the dead from the car. The simulation then ends with a funeral procession for one of the dead. One of the students in attendance hopes that the demonstration leaves a lasting impact.
We hope to influence some high schoolers to avoid making those bad decisions. This was Arcadia's first simulation event since 2019.
And it was a frantic Friday night for families at Minnesota's Mall of America. Heavily armed officers swarmed one of the parking lots after someone spotted a man with a shotgun. Shoppers huddled inside the mall while people inside a nearby circus were told to stay quiet. Fortunately, police took the suspect into custody without anyone getting injured. Alan Henry reports.
You know, it's Friday night. Everyone wanted to go see the circus.
And that's what families were trying to do Friday afternoon when the show was stopped before it even started.
It was delayed about 15 minutes, and then the main circus guy came out and he was like, sorry about the delay. But then he got pulled away by a police officer. 2 minutes later, came back and was like, everyone needs to evacuate slowly, quietly.
As families were evacuated from the big top, they weren't told why, just to be quiet.
Mixed feelings because we're not really sure what's going on. So we just had to check social media to see what was the reason.
This was the reason. An hours-long police standoff in the parking lot with a man carrying a long gun. Snipers, SWAT teams, and armored vehicles were all called in.
Especially with everything going on. I mean, there's shootings every day and you just don't know what's going to happen. And so, you know, anxious thoughts in your mind just starts to wander like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? We're at Mall of America. It's a big place.
While they're happy to be safe, families were frustrated that their night out was ruined.
It's just disappointing and heartbreaking to think that this is kind of like an everyday occurrence nowadays, which, you know, it's just another thing that's happening in the world and not being able to enjoy the Friday night circus. So
very disappointing that we have to deal with this situation. Yeah, because it's family event and some crazy person decides to ruin it all. But I just hope everybody's going to be safe.
Still, a comedy trip to the dentist isn't easy, and that's even more true for kids with disabilities. We'll have a possible solution up next. Plus, you're taking a live look outside. Greg is looking and making your forecast when we come back.
Life in the Flex Lane, Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
It's the Hy-Vee Red Hot Weekend Sale this Friday through Sunday. Red seedless grapes, just $1.68 a pound. A 2-pound pack of basket and bushel strawberries, just $3.99. And Dole chopped salad kits, only $2.99. Only at Hy-Vee. This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $37.50 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Hey, it's your dry skin. Every day we lose ceramides I need to seal in moisture. CeraVe delivers 3 essential ceramides to help restore my barrier so I can lock in moisture, feel hydrated, and look healthy. CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotions.
Lift your lashes to the next level.
L'Oreal Paris presents new telescopic lift mascara with our first ever double hook brush to get real lift, more volume, up to 5 millimeters more visible length. New telescopic lift mascara by L'Oreal Paris.
We're worth it.
All right, team, we got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it.
4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com.
Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint for certain.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of Margaret, who never let a cookie jar run empty. Her service was cookie-themed, with everyone enjoying her tasty treats. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
It's the Hy-Vee Red Hot Weekend Sale this Friday through Sunday. 6-pack 7-Up products, just $2.49. Brew Pub Pizza, just $4.99. And value packs of fresh Hy-Vee chicken wings are only 99 cents a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we definitely have an update on the Mississippi River right now that is at moderate to major flood stage, depending on where the gauge is. Really, this is the current levels of all the gauges across all the way from Monona all the way to Dubuque. And you see most of them are now at least in minor to moderate or approaching major flood stage right now. The good news is for the Wisconsin starting to go down, and then all the rest of the rivers are at action stage or starting to fall down. So we're really just concentrating on the Mississippi for right now. And speaking of the gauges, give you an idea of the heights right now. We're at 19 to 20 feet from the Dubuque, McGregor, which is on the other side of Prairie du Chien, all the way to Lansing, which is north of Crawford County, 17.32. Then if you look at what we're supposed to be, major 22 to 23, probably by Saturday, we'll probably stay up there. And depending on how high the crest goes, it may linger a little bit, but that's what we're looking for right now. The good news is we don't see significant amounts of precipitation in the next 7 days. It should really change that too much. We're going to stay cool for most of the week, 50s, probably get back up to maybe 60. We should be around the low 60s for normal temps. And even next week, we don't look like we're going to see normal temps either yet. For precipitation, rain or snow showers today, we've already seen that. A few showers maybe hit Monday night, Tuesday for southern Wisconsin, but everyone will probably see a threat of rain coming back in towards late Friday, and that extends towards next weekend. And dare I say, we could see once again some snow. It's a similar type of setup. So once again, something to keep in mind of. For snow today, we'll kind of see the snow showers this morning, probably get more numerous here towards noon. And then as you see, once we get into the 40s in the afternoon, we'll start seeing more of that rain-snow mix. Some of these more intense showers may then bring snow to the surface, or you might get some grupple too. But otherwise, mid-40s, windy, and we'll see a reduction in the snow, probably the showers. After about 6 or 7, you'll start seeing them taper off more. Just cloud cover overnight. We'll keep our temperatures from dropping too much, but still we're going to get down to the low 30s, which is colder than what we should be. And then tomorrow, we're still going to see around maybe potential showers. Again, much more isolated this time, probably further north towards La Crosse to Marshall, see it, or further east. But I think by the afternoon hours, we might see a little bit of that. The good news is that's the last day we'll see of it. While we get to Sunday night, less cloud cover. We'll get back down to the low 30s. And then for your Monday, at least it's going to be warmer, but not quite towards average. We'll get back up into around 50 for most locations with more sunshine, so at least that's the good news. The system that we're watching, here's the one that clips through Monday night, Tuesday. That's not much of a big concern. It's the next one coming through that's towards the late week. You'll see a front kind of come through here Friday. It's going to wrap up another low, and you see the whole thing begins to rotate back around, which means wraparound showers. Even some mix, maybe, depending on how this thing plays out. But it definitely looks to be cold and wet once again next week. Maybe not as cold, but as you see in the 10-day, we definitely look to see the temperatures go back below average. We may hit the 60-degree mark, both locations, maybe Thursday or Friday. If everything pans out, then obviously we just saw that system that's going to come through with rain or snow showers, especially rain coming back into the picture for Friday through Sunday. Cooler, maybe not as cold as this past weekend, but next weekend doesn't look anywhere dry and warm either. So that's unfortunately the bad news. The good news is the rivers should be fairly well because we're not going to see a significant amount of precipitation. So,
well, thank you, Greg. For most kids, a trip to the dentist isn't easy. That's even more true for kids with disabilities. But now one Madison doctor says he might have a fix. Braden Ross shows us that solution.
4, 5, it's kind of fun, 6, isn't it?
When it comes to the dentist, 10-year-old Dima's parents aren't used to hearing laughter.
He's on the spectrum, he has sensory needs, and doctors and dentists are just not his forte.
For kids like him, treating cavities usually requires general anesthesia.
When he had the cavity and they told us that they have to get him in and sedate him and do the drilling at 10 years old, I cried for 2 weeks. He's not going to do all this stuff. He can't. He's special needs.
But one Madison dentist says there's another way.
SDF stands for silver diamine fluoride.
It's a topical antibiotic treatment.
We just paint it on the teeth.
Dr. Chris Kammer says it not only treats the cavity, but also prevents more from popping up.
If you were to look at his tooth with a microscope, there are all these little holes in it. Well, this medicine will go right down into those holes and find the bacteria and keep killing the bacteria to the depths of the decay.
For parents like Dima's, it's a game changer.
Good job, good job, good job. You did great.
Done.
This was amazing. My son was happy, he was smiling, he was cooperating.
The treatment still hasn't caught on broadly.
I think it's new. It kind of goes counter to what every dentist has been taught.
But Dr. Kammer says it's only a matter of time, especially when it comes to kids with disabilities.
This medicine is perfect. It's kind, it's humane, it's simple, it's fast, it's quick. It's almost too good to be true. But the good news is, it's not me just saying it's that good. It is the American Dental Association. It is the World Health Organization. It's safe by the FDA.
For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
The treatment is in fact approved by the FDA and recommended by the American Dental Association. They say the only downside to the treatment is staining on the area of tooth decay. Well, today you're able to turn in any expired or unwanted medications as part of National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. In the Madison area, you can drop off the drugs at Elver Park, Warner Park, or Mount Zion Baptist Church between 10 and 2. Last year, Wisconsin turned in more drugs than any other state. Dane County alone collected almost 400 pounds of medications. For more information and a list of drop-off locations, look for the story on channel3000.com. The maker of Narcan nasal spray is working to lower the cost of the life-saving product. Emergent says it's aiming for an out-of-pocket price of less than $50 for its Narcan. Its goal is to match the price that government agencies, nonprofits, and first responders pay. The wholesale price is $125. Pricing for over-the-counter Narcan will be left to individual retailers. Emergent hopes to have Narcan available online and in stores by late summer. Well, still to come, Zach Hanley has a look at today's Badger football spring practice. Plus, Will Loper shares his look at the best in streaming and theaters and 3 things to watch. All that is ahead and next on Weekend Mornings.
Our phones keep us constantly connected. But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? To limit screen time, but not quality time. And to give us rhythm instead of algorithms. Introducing Us Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
Get an extra 20% off during our Spring Spruce Up event. Right now at Slumberland Furniture. Get this Ashley sofa for just $3.99 in your choice of 2 colors. Incredible! Did you know Slumberland has the lowest prices on Ashley product?
Could you keep it down? Oh, hey, sorry. I can't stop these kids from rocking, but I can help you replace all this. Rock on! With free installation on Felco windows, siding, doors, and roofing, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. There's never been a better time to upgrade your home. This offer won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
What if our skin conditions could be cared for in the shower?
In the shower? I'm listening.
Introducing new Dove Body Wash for eczema-prone, hyperreactive, and dry, cracked skin with dermatologist-approved ingredients.
Yay!
New Dove Body Wash for skin conditions. You've evolved. You've changed. So have we. That's why new Dove Body Wash now has 24-hour renewing micro moisture for continuous care. New Dove Body Wash. Change is beautiful.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you. Thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Sleeping in pain or too hot? Come to Slumberland and get 20% off mattresses. Find your perfect mattress with our easy rating system and save big. Get a Sealy Queen mattress for just $4.99. Only at Slumberland.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99, plus they'll give you $200.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Yeah.
US Cellular, built for us.
Yeah, we definitely have a cold, blustery day here. Rain or snow showers off and on today. Could be some accumulation in some areas. More rain this afternoon. Dry tomorrow, but still cold. And 50 starting the work week. Maybe getting back up to 60, but still below average. We had one batch of snow come through Madison area, kind of still there, but tapering off. Another area that's beginning to dig south into southwest Wisconsin is another area. But you'll see more expansion of this. And kind of future track shows that with a transition more to rain or snow this afternoon when we get up into the low 40s. Still a cold day with temperatures only in the low to mid 40s, even upper 30s as you go towards Rochester. About 10 to 15 degrees where we should be. Tomorrow, not much change with the temperatures, but just fewer of the rain or snow showers out there, but still fairly cold. The good news is temperatures do climb back up this week, eventually getting close to 60, still below average, and then the rain comes this weekend for both locations. I think Thursday will probably be the best day, maybe Friday too, of the whole entire week, and then rain comes back in for next week.
A week from today, Wisconsin will be done with spring practice, but this afternoon is the big day. The launch officially kicks off the Luke Fickell era and gives fans a first look at the new program. But it's not only for the fans, the new look Badgers and the new coaching staff will get somewhat of a feel for just how rowdy Camp Randall can be. And the new guys are looking forward to that.
This is a place that I've always, to be honest with you, hated coming. You know, just because you knew of the atmosphere was going to be electric, the atmosphere was going to be excited, the people love the Badgers. I'm excited for our guys. A lot of families are coming in. It's a long time that they haven't seen them, and just see our guys perform.
I'm excited to see how it fills up and the energy in there, you know what I mean? It's definitely going to be real surreal, but I can't wait to get out there tomorrow.
Former Badger wideout Quintez Cephas was released from the Lions Friday afternoon, and the NFL suspended him indefinitely for betting on NFL games last year. Cephas will be suspended at least through the entire 2023 season. Remember, he was selected in the 5th round by Detroit in the 2020 NFL Draft. Brewers back at AmFam Field for the first time, or for the first of 9 straight home games, taking on the Red Sox. And the 4th inning was a good one for the home team. First, it's Rowdy Tellez with a solo shot and a head of cheese to tie this one up at 2. Then a little later in the frame, Bryce Terang rips one right back up through the infield, and check out William Contreras. He slides in safely to give the crew the lead. Wouldn't last, though. Brewers fall 5-3. Wisconsin softball looking to snap their 4-game losing streak, taking on Nebraska. 4th inning, Badgers down. Kayla Conwent smacks one into the outfield to bring home the game-tying run. This one, though, would stay tied until the bottom of the 10th, and the Huskers gonna walk this one off. Badgers fall 7-6, the final. And Chris Bono's roster got a little deeper. Former River Valley standout Shane Legal announced he's transferring to Wisconsin. Legal spent the last 4 years at Loras, where he was a 3-time D3 All-American. Shane's older brothers, Scott and Seth, also wrestled at UW. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
From a new film debuting on Prime Video to a series about large animals on Apple TV+, our Will Loper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
My daughter said, "Mother, couldn't you write a book about teenagers who fall in love and nobody has to die?" And I thought, yes.
Newly streaming on Amazon Prime Video is the film Judy Bloom Forever.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. I felt like someone was being honest. That's a gift. That's magic.
The documentary takes a look at the life and career of influential author Judy Bloom.
So by the time I started to write, I really had a lot to get out. I could be fearless in my writing in a way that maybe I wasn't always in my life. Overnight, the censors came out of the woodwork.
Forever is banned year after year. Margaret gets banned because it talks about bras.
Judy Bloom Forever is streaming on Amazon Prime Video now.
I think the kids have a right to read and to get honest answers to their questions.
Celebrate Earth Day with Secrets of the Elephants, streaming on Disney+.
It's not just noise. It has meaning.
Natalie Portman narrates the series, exploring the lives of these gentle giants.
Elephants are more like us than we ever thought possible. They speak to each other in ways we're just beginning to understand.
All 4 episodes of Secrets of the Elephants are streaming on Disney Plus now. And speaking of big animals, check out Big Beasts, streaming on Apple TV+. The series takes a look at giraffes, giant otters, the hippo, and more.
Where danger and adventure are on a scale unlike anything we've seen.
All 10 episodes of Big Beasts are streaming on Apple TV+ now. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for Weekend Mornings.
Well, coming up next, we have our top local headlines. Stick with us.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Coming to Overture Center May 11th through 28th. Tickets on sale now at overture.org.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day start.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too. Jardiance may cause serious side effects including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with the big story to tell.
How do we decide what hotel to book?
Fear not, I got you. Choice Hotels has a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos.
Spacious.
That's what they all say. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. Thanks for being there when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Right now on Weekend Mornings, loons are falling out of the sky. What's being called loon fallout? We'll explain what it is and why it's happening. Also, President Joe Biden is expected to announce his re-election bid this coming week. What the political world is saying ahead of that.
And a cold, wet, blustery Earth Day for the area. I'll time out those showers as well as show when we'll see more end of April-like temperatures.
Good morning, and thanks for waking up with us on Weekend Mornings. Let's send it over to Greg Barnout first with a look at your Saturday forecast. Greg.
Yeah, definitely a cold start to the weekend, and it's not going to improve much. But today we're dealing with really the snow showers that are starting to pick up in coverage over across the area. We had one area go through Madison earlier. We have another one that's approaching southwest Wisconsin right now. Further showers all the way up to north to Eau Claire to the Red Wing. So this is really going to be the story of the day. These will be off and on, changing to more rain showers this afternoon, but overall temperatures right now in the low 30s to start off. Future track shows all that beginning to increase in intensity. And once we get past noon, I think more of this will be more rain, snow, instead of just snow right now. The temperature, winds right now starting to pick up 10 to 15 right now across the area, but you notice further west, Rochester at 14. These winds also will increase out of the northwest today. That'll make it quite blustery. Our temperatures, therefore, we're not going to really rise too much other than to the low 40s, maybe 40 by noon this afternoon. In the low to mid 40s, that is about 10 to 15 degrees where we should be for this time of year, which is about 60, 61 degrees. So what's up will come up. We'll kind of explain when this chilly pattern may continue or end, along with those river levels, and then the next chance of rain down the road. All that a bit later in the broadcast.
Thank you, Greg. We'll check back in soon. If you were hoping to visit the Henry Vile Zoo today for the Party for the Planet, got some unfortunate news. They are postponing the event. It is now scheduled for May 20th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It'll be free and open to the public. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi said, "The party is a great way for Dane County residents and visitors to have fun outdoors and learn ways we can work together to protect our planet." Meanwhile, some of our feathered friends are having trouble with the weather. A number of loons have been falling out of the sky. The Raptor Education Group up in Anago says they've had 18 calls over the last few days. Usually they have 20 per year. Group Director Marge Gibson says what they're seeing is called a loon fallout. She blames the recent weather of ice and rain.
With the atmospheric conditions, it really points to an icing at altitude. When they were migrating through, often they develop ice on their wings and on their bodies. They're so high, and then they basically fall when they can't fly anymore.
Gibson says loons can be hard to handle, especially with their sharp beaks. Call your local wildlife center for advice on how to help. Also, don't take them to small ponds either. They need at least a mile of open water to run across to get back up into the air. And today is Earth Day, so ahead of the annual event, a local school was recognized Friday for its sustainability efforts. Forest Edge Elementary in Oregon School District was named a Green Ribbon School by the Department of Education for how it was able to shrink its carbon footprint. The school is equipped with more than 1,700 solar panels, geothermal wells, smart windows, and green roof ledges. Certain clubs have been created so students can learn more about conservation with hands-on activities.
We have a compost club. Those kids are working in the cafeteria to train little ones about composting. We have another club building our garden beds and planting for the spring so that all of our classes can be part of making some produce and eventually eating that produce.
Forest Edge is among 26 schools, 11 districts, and 4 post-secondary institutions that were honored. In Prairie du Chien, city officials are preparing for significant flooding as the Mississippi River continues to rise. Projections from the National Weather Service show the river may crest between April 28th and May 1st. Write-down predictions show river levels reaching 25.2 feet, which is just short of the record of 25.38 feet. The city says high school students will be volunteering all-day money to help with any residents sandbagging. The 21-year-old Massachusetts Air National Guardsman accused of leaking classified Pentagon documents will appear in court next week for a detention hearing. Authorities say Jack Texera posted those documents to Discord, which is a social media website. A judge will decide if he should remain jailed while his case plays out in court. He faces 2 criminal charges related to obtaining and transmitting national defense and classified documents. Texera was told in court he faces up to 15 years in jail if convicted. Book bans in public schools are on the rise, and one report says nearly a third of them are a direct result of new restrictive state laws. PEN America, a literary and free expression advocacy organization, writes that 874 different titles were banned by state legislators in the second half of 2022. The most targeted books addressed ideas of self-discovery, racism, and gender identity. The report also acknowledges that the closing of entire school libraries indicates that the true scale of book censorship could be even worse than it appears. President Joe Biden has reportedly signed off on a plan to formalize another presidential bid. Sources tell CNN that a video announcement about a 2024 run could come as early as Tuesday. The 80-year-old commander-in-chief has repeatedly said he intends to run, but advisors haven't been pushing for major campaigning yet because he faces no significant opposition to the party's nomination. Staff with the Wisconsin Historical Society are working on preserving artifacts in its collection as it awaits the completion of its new home. This photo provided by the Historical Society shows a 1948 Nash Ambassador automobile in a storage container. Work will soon start on a new 5-story building, which will be constructed on the site of the Historical Museum. The new center is expected to open sometime in 2026. So we got a look at the Badger Band's spring concert. What you need to know and more from around the state is next.
For over 30 years, Denver Mattress has been improving the sleeping lives of millions, one night at a time. And check out the Summit Firm, now only $332.49, plus 3 years no interest and free shipping.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Dad always said I was special, that I would do something big someday. But for a while, we were just worried about getting to tomorrow. At UW Health, we found the team that made it their mission. Not just to get me through the day, but to give me a new life and a new kidney. Now, my future is infinite. UW Health. Remarkable.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
All right, team, we got a big project coming up. And it all starts with ordering promotional products.
I'm on it. 4imprint makes it easy to get the logoed products you're looking for. The latest in apparel, drinkware, bags, high-tech items, and more. You can be certain of getting it right at 4imprint.com. Come on out. I'm on it.
4imprint, for certain. For over 30 years, Denver Mattress has been improving the sleeping lives of millions, one night at a time. And check out the Summit Firm, now only $332.49, plus 3 years no interest and free shipping.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
It's one thing to say you have the most accurate forecast. It's another to prove it, and we've done just that.
For the 3rd year in a row, First Warn Weather has been certified most accurate in Madison by WeatherRate, an independent research firm. They study all news stations' forecasts every day to determine which forecasts align with the actual observed conditions.
Only one station came out on top, and that's News 3 Now First Warn Weather.
Trust the First Warn Weather team for your most accurate forecast.
Definitely a cold, blustery, and showery day here as everything rotates around that low that's to the north. You can see the rotation with the cloud cover coming through, with temperatures right now right around freezing or the mid-30s. If we look at radar, kind of 2 areas of snow right there, one east of Madison, another one area really concentrated to south of La Crosse, but you see more as we zoom up or to the north of Eau Claire and those areas. So once again, showers for La Crosse, especially this morning going to early afternoon. Only get up into the low 40s with that northwest wind at 15 to 20. Once again, these temperatures are more resemblant of early March than the end of April. Madison off and on showers all the way through this evening, probably transition more to rain or snow this afternoon, and then ending probably evening hours right at around 7 to 8 with that northwest wind. Once again, only the low 40s for temperatures. We should be in the low 60s. The outlook for temperatures for next week, trending below average once again. I'll break down what that means for us, along with all the river flooding warnings and what those gauges look like and potential crests along the Mississippi River a bit later in the broadcast.
And happening tonight, the sounds of the Badger Varsity Band will be filling the Cole Center for its second night of the band's annual spring concert. Highlights from the show include an arrangement of the music of Bruno Mars, as well as songs from the musical Back to the 80s.
We're really high energy, we love to have fun, and we love to have you have fun with us. So if you come to the concert, be prepared to participate and join in and have a lot of laughs and lots of smiles.
Tickets are on sale for tonight's concert. Again, it's day 2. Last night, they kicked it off. It's just such a great event. It starts at 7:30 tonight and costs $25. You can visit badgerband.com for more information. Today, you're able to turn in any expired or unwanted medications as part of National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. In the Madison area, you can drop off the drugs at Elver Park, Warner Park, or Mount Zion Baptist Church between 10 and 2. Last year, Wisconsin turned in more drugs than any other state. Dane County alone collected almost 400 pounds of medications. For more information and a list of drop-off locations, you can look for the story on channel3000.com. UW-La Crosse will be offering reduced tuition to students who transfer from UW-Platteville-Richland. The move comes after the UW system announced it would end in-person classes at the satellite campus there, affecting the academic futures of roughly 60 students. Undergraduate students who enroll at UW-La Crosse with fewer than 60 college credits are eligible for a discounted rate that the university says will save them more than $1,500 each semester. To learn more about eligibility and costs, you can visit uwlax.edu. Well, coming up, Greg will be back for one more final check of the forecast. Plus, you're taking a look live outside. Weekend Mornings continues right after the break.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Introducing Feli's Flowers' new seasonal planter program, a perfect gift idea for your loved ones, available for your home or business. Enjoy a custom-made planter delivered to your door 3 times a year. Growing for Madison since 1949. Place your order today at Feli's Flowers.
Here is CVS Health.
Here, we'll never be told our concerns are all in our head.
Here, we don't think we should pay more than men for the same thing.
Or pay taxes for period products.
Here, we can ask tough questions, day or night.
And here, we're actually heard. And because of that, we can focus on getting healthier together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Here, healthier happens together. CVS Health.
With an Invisalign smile, everything clicks. And that class reunion becomes...
Is that Anna?
Invis is the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner and more predictable results. Invisalign.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $37.50 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
Introducing Feli's Flowers' new seasonal planter program, a perfect gift idea for your loved ones, available for your home or business. Enjoy a custom-made planter delivered to your door 3 times a year. Growing for Madison since 1949. Place your order today at Feli's Flowers.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Yeah, we spoke about the Mississippi River earlier, and that a lot of the gauges are either in moderate or going to moderate to major flood stage right now. Currently, all of them are pretty much minor. The orange, red is the moderate. We don't have any major yet, but everything is trending that way. Throw basically Winona down all the way to Dubuque. Wisconsin, all the other rivers really are starting to come down a little bit. That's the good news. So really the focus is just on the Mississippi River right now. Speaking of the gauges we looked at last time was the southern. Now we're going to look at the northern ones right now. You can see all the way up. They're all in the moderate to now approaching major flood stage. They should be cresting here probably sometime this week, either Tuesday through Wednesday, and then they'll kind of stay at that level and start to slowly fall down. But you notice all the levels going up to 17, 19, and 651 means that's 100. That's a feet above sea level, not the actual gauge. That's how they read it there at Trempealeau, Wisconsin. So overall, the good news is we don't see a lot of precipitation, at least through Thursday for most of the week. 50s, 60, maybe get back up to there Thursday, Friday. That looks maybe the best day of the week next week so far, but still below average throughout next week. We should be by that time in the low 60s or even mid 60s potentially. Precipitation today, we have a lot of snow or rain showers, maybe some graupel going on. A few showers come by maybe Monday night for southern Wisconsin. A little system pushes south of the area, but I think everyone will start seeing rain come back in the forecast Friday through Sunday, and depending how it evolves, we could even see once again some snow kind of mixing in once we get into the cold air in the weekend. So won't be a great weekend once again as we're having this one too. Overall, snow showers this morning will probably give way to more rain showers this afternoon as the temperatures then climb up to about 40 to 45 degrees this afternoon. Still, some of these more intense showers could produce snow or even graupel, and if you're driving, you could reduce visibility. Otherwise, we'll see more of this continue through the evening hours and then kind of taper off once we get past about 8 or 9, and then more just cloud cover overnight off and on. Temperatures getting back down to the low 30s as you wake up. We'll start to see more clouds once again. Another day of potential maybe showers again, but I don't think we'll see as much of it tomorrow, more isolated or widely scattered in the afternoon. Probably a better shot if you go further north, La Crosse, Eau Claire, Marshall, and then further east, you'll see some of this, but still we could see some more showers tomorrow, just won't be as intense. Notice the temperatures still mid-40s, really pretty common, still well below average for this time of year. Sunday we get less cloud cover, and that should set the stage up as you go into Monday morning. We'll be in the low 30s, but I think we'll generally see more sun come from Monday, which means we'll get back to close at least to 50 for most locations. The other system we're watching doesn't come really into the picture till Friday, as I mentioned. It's going to be a system kind of digging south from basically Canada, so it's going to be cold. We're going to see rain come back in probably sometime Friday, and how this evolves and the low wraps up will give us an idea if we're going to see some of the snow, which this one depicts further north, or it will be further south if the low does too. Either way, it's going to be kind of a wet Friday, Saturday, maybe into Sunday, and cooler temperatures once again. But as you see in the 10-day, it won't be maybe as cold as this week with the mid-40s for the next 2 days. Get back up to the 60 by Thursday, and then that system we just showed comes through towards the end of the week and the weekend, probably getting us back down into the 50s. Same story for La Crosse. The wet weather doesn't really return probably till Friday. We'll probably have another wet weekend. We'll know how cold it is. But in the meantime, it's definitely going to be a cold day today and tomorrow too. So
two weekends with bad weather.
Well, you know, we went through that in January, February. It seemed like every weekend was cold.
Yeah, but it's necessary, right? You know, there's a lot of farmers in this area.
Yeah, I know. We want to get in the fields, want to get going, all that stuff too. So we'll have dry, but it's not going to be warm. That's the one thing.
Summer will be here soon enough.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Greg. There's a new study on the link between vitamin D and skin cancer, as well as concerns about multiple CT scans during childhood. Esther Martinez has this look at some of the top health stories.
A new Canadian study finds people who have received 4 or more CT scans when they were children had more than double the risk of developing brain tumors, leukemia, or lymphoma. An increased risk of intracranial tumors was also found in children who received 2 or 3 CT scans. There was no increased cancer risk with 1 scan. Researchers in Sweden have found men who have a neurodevelopmental disorder, such as autism and ADHD, also have a slightly increased risk of developing seminoma, a type of testicular cancer. It's the first study to show such a link. And new research published in the journal Cancer finds patients with advanced skin cancer who are receiving immunotherapy medications fare better when their vitamin D levels are normal. Scientists say normal vitamin D levels regulate the immune system and can help manage melanoma. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Astrid Martinez, CBS News, New York.
And still to come, there's a chance to see one of the oldest recorded meteor showers tonight. Stay tuned for our last chance of the forecast to see if the skies will clear out by then.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rose and Roseau Spas, Hot Tubs, and Swim Spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. At JR's Mulch Sales, mulch is all we do, which is why we do it better. We deliver 10 varieties of mulch 7 days a week, right to your door. Call us today.
JR's Mulch Sales, spread it around.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
.com.
It's time to bring balance to business travel and discover the equilibrium that works for you. At National, you're in control. Skip the counter, choose any car in the aisle, and manage your rental right from the app. So you can mix work with leisure, or leisure with work, giving you the control to find the perfect balance. Go National, go like a pro.
I just got the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra from US Cellular. With the most powerful processor yet, it can game smoother than ever. With nightography, it can take selfies in low light. Click. And with a longer battery life and US Cellular's 5G network, it can stream my favorite shows around the clock.
Amazing. Can it go back in the bag?
Yeah, it can go back into the bag.
Okay. Did you just kiss the phone?
Get the Samsung Galaxy S23 free. No trade-in needed from US Cellular.
I kissed it?
Yes.
News 3 Now is always on.
Download the Channel 3000 app and you'll have access to the News 3 Now newsroom in the palm of your hand.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
At JR's Mulch Sales, mulch is all we do, which is why we do it better. We deliver 10 varieties of mulch 7 days a week, right to your door. Call us today.
JR's Mulch Sales, spread it around.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rose and Roseau Spas, Hot Tubs, and Swim Spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
News 3 Now's first warned weather team, keeping you ahead of the storm.
And finally this morning, if you're looking for something interesting to do this weekend, you can add viewing a meteor shower to your list. Known as one of the oldest recorded meteor showers, the Lyrids are expected to produce 10 to 15 meteors per hour for 3 nights, with an expected peak around 8 p.m. tonight. Most of south and western Wisconsin probably won't see it though, but this really depends on how clear the clouds get by tonight. The Lyrids have been making their appearance in the sky since April 15th and will hang around until the 29th. The best time to view them will start in the late evening tonight and continue through early morning hours of Sunday.
Yeah, definitely they were known as the brightest one, but not as high as rate as some of the other ones.
It's still cool.
Yeah, I think December's the Perseus, those are really the ones that are pretty cool. But we'll see if we got cloud cover. We also got maybe some aurora thing that could go on Sunday night too, something to keep in mind of. But yeah, the cloud cover today definitely with the snow showers you can see on radar. We got lots of it out there beginning to really expand in coverage, which is what we expected with low 30s. Future track shows that with more of a transition to this afternoon of maybe rain and snow, not just snow. But otherwise, winds are going to start picking up, and that's the thing we're going to look for. Otherwise, there's your plan of the day. You're looking at snow, 40 degrees at La Crosse, definitely cold. Same story for Madison, 42 degrees, and definitely chilly.
Thank you all for joining us. Have a great Saturday, folks.